Welcome everyone back to our Kabbalah journey. We learned one of the most powerful concepts of Kabbalah just recently. We learned about the concept of tikkun. What is tikkun? Tikkun, again, is that unique thing that we came to this world to change. It's a flaw, something that's not really us, but it's something that we chose to work on in this world. We gave you some exercises on how to find what is your tikkun. What is it about you that needs to change? What is it about you that keeps coming up again and again and again in different relationships, in work, in your daily life? Where do you find yourself getting the most reactive, the most upset, the most robotic, the most empty? And why do you feel that way? You'll start to see that there's different fears that are involved. I have a fear of being alone. I have a fear of not being enough. I have a fear of taking risks and failing and dealing with the pain. I have a fear of abandonment. I have neediness. You know, some people have a simple neediness. They always need energy of some kind. If it's food, if it's energy of attraction from the opposite sex, if it's getting people to always tell you you're amazing. Some people just came to this world needy. That's the tikkun. It's something that needs to change. Not something that needs to hide. Some people have anger issues. They just get angry at everything that happens. Some people have entitlement issues. They feel they deserve everything. They deserve respect. They deserve things to have. They get things for free. You know, I just met a student the other day. She's a designer. And basically, she was saying how there's certain people, there are certain clients of hers, that always in their life expected everything for free. Service for free, clothes for free. And it was always an issue between the designer and the client. And so one would think, oh, because they're famous, they always want things for free. But it's not true. They had the tikkun of entitlement since the beginning of time. They became famous just to awaken the tikkun. And now these two people have the tikkun showing up in their movie. The actor needs to see for himself that he has entitlement issues. And that no matter who he is, he doesn't deserve. He doesn't deserve anything for free. Everything needs to be worked for. So each one of us can see in our own lives where our tikkun is showing up. Where we feel like we always want to be right. We always want to be in control. Right? That's a big tikkun, control. We got to control everything. It's got to be my way. Why is it got to be my way? Oh, because I know better. And maybe you do know better. But sometimes you got to let go of the control. But at least recognize that's your tikkun. Again, so there's many different areas in our life where we have this issue of tikkun. So I want you to think about it. Again, where in your life is your major tikkun? Where in your life is the major area that you know you need to correct? Take 1 second, think about it, put it in your mind before we continue. Now I want you to think of a second example. How is it that we can hear sounds, right? A sound wave comes, it hits our ear, and it doesn't just go into the ear where we can hear. Our eardrums actually push the sound back. And by pushing the sound wave back, we can hear. So one important lesson that we're learning, that nature is showing us that it's following exactly the same system as the human soul, is that every time something is coming towards me, some kind of energy, some kind of fulfillment, some kind of potential pleasure is coming towards me. If I let it in, it doesn't reveal itself. It doesn't manifest. If I'm resisting somehow, if I'm pushing it away somehow, all of a sudden it becomes revealed. So think about it. Exactly like in outer space. Why is it that in outer space, the middle part is black? The sunlight has light, the earth has light, but in the middle it's black. Because in the middle there's nothing pushing it back. There's nothing reflecting the light. There's nothing resisting the light. Earth is pushing the light back, so by pushing it back, it's revealing light. Why can you see me? Because my body is pushing the light back, so you can see me. When there's nothing pushing light back, light's not revealed. Our soul works exactly in the same exact way. We every day are encountered by situations that want to give us temporary energy. And when our tikkun comes up, we feel empty, we feel down, we feel like a nobody, we feel like a zero. The inner opponent within us wants to just have us take light, take energy, take some quick fix to feel good about ourselves. But if I'm just taking into myself, it's not going to reveal anything. I'm going to feel good for a second and then I'm going to crash. It's like having a little bit of sugar. You get high and then you fall. Or drugs. You feel high and then you crash the next day. It's all the same thing. Because there's no resistance. There's no, wait 1 second. What am I doing? Am I in control? Or is the substance in control? Is my ego in control? Is my need for control in control? What's in control? When I'm not in control and I'm just letting energy into myself to fill up my emptiness, I'm going to feel good and then I'm going to crash. But the Kabbalists are teaching us that actually, every time we resist our immediate, robotic, reactive impulse, I'm plugging myself into a new reality. The reality we call the 99%. The reality of miracles and wonders. Somehow miracles will happen. Oh, what miracles? I don't see miracles. I'm resisting. I'm letting go of what I want to do, and I don't see miracles. Don't worry. You have to have certainty. That's the power of letting go. It means really letting go. When I let go, I create a space for the light to come in and bring about miracles the way I need them. Not the way I want them, but the way I need them. So important, this concept. Nothing can be revealed in this world unless I do restriction. Unless I let go initially. I see a beautiful shirt that I like. You don't just rip it off the rack and go buy it. Then you're going to get home and you're going to wish you never bought it. You see a beautiful shirt? Wait 1 second. Let go for a moment. Just let go. Don't let the shirt control you. Just take a moment, let it go. Let the light come in. What's going on? My tikkun is usually I want to just fill up my emptiness, fill up my neediness. I recognize I have this tikkun. Now I need to pause. I need to stop 1 moment. I need to let go for 1 moment to let the light in. That pausing, even though it seems like it's not efficient sometimes to pause, that pausing is the most powerful way to connect ourselves to a miraculous reality. And I'll give you another reason why. We have 2 parts within us. We have a body and we have a soul. We have light and we have vessel within us. We have the DNA of God within us. And we have the DNA of selfishness within us. Every time I am prompted to react, to just take something impulsively, to just shout impulsively, to criticize, to defend myself, to grab at a little bit of temporary fulfillment, and I restrict and I let go, the part of me that's left is the godlike part of me, the God gene. And now I'm becoming more like the light right away. When I shut down the part of myself that is being selfish, that is not in control, the light shines. This is the first step to creating a better reality. Let go. Oh, but I got to tell them how I feel. Let go. Oh, but I got to write that email. I got to respond right away. I got to fix the problem. Fixing the problem reactively will not fix the problem. Don't try to be an efficient guy that's very reactive. Letting go and being in control will bring more miracles than whatever you try to do. There's many people in this world that try to get things done, and in the end of the day, they're either not happy or it doesn't get done. Why? Because they didn't do any restriction to create fulfillment in this world. So I want you to take a moment right now and ask yourself, where in my life am I just doing things reactively, without any resistance? Where in my life are things controlling me? Either other people are controlling me. Either my parents are controlling me. The red light at the intersection, every time it's red, I get upset. It's controlling me. The person who cuts me off, what do? I honk. I say something to them. It's controlling me. I'm disconnected from the light at that moment. When someone cuts me off, yes, I want to react. Yes, I want to shout back. But I need to just let go for a moment. Stop. 1 second. Let the light in. I'm connecting to a better reality. I'm connecting to a better reality. Take a moment now and ask yourself, where in your life are you being the effect? Are you being controlled? So we have just learned one of the most powerful tools of how to switch from the reality of randomness and chaos and darkness to a reality that eventually will bring me miracles. And you need to know something, that when you resist, when you pause, when you just take a couple seconds not to do the same thing you always do, everything is changing around you in a more miraculous way. You may not see it right away, but that's okay, because it takes time for it to develop. Remember, we're in a world of process. All you need to do is plant the right seeds. Every time you restrict or resist your impulsive reactive behavior, to do something, to say something just to fulfill a temporary need, a miraculous reality starts to be formed. I'll give you another example. You know, you want to find a real fulfilling relationship in your life, a true soulmate relationship, something that really brings out the best in you. If that's what you want, then make sure you're not just settling for little temporary relationships along the way. Because what will happen is a true test. You'll want the soulmate, but you know, you'll meet a guy or a girl that you know is not good for you. But you know what? You want to feel good a little bit. You want to hang out a little bit. You want to enjoy the flirtatious energy. You want to feel young again. You want to feel beautiful again. So you'll let the energy in. Again, that's our reactive nature at play. That's my tikkun, getting the best of me. If I take that energy in without letting go, I'm actually moving away from my future wedding date. I'm moving away from my true soulmate. You can't have your cake and eat it too. If you want the big energy, you got to let go of the small energy all the time. All the time. If you want to get somewhere really high up in your company, then when you're about to fight for a little bit of credit between you and your employer or you and your employee, let go. Don't just get your little bit of ego because you did the project so you want to get a little recognition. By letting it go, letting the small energy go, you allow a bigger energy, the light of the Creator, to come in. Again, do you want the little colors in life? Or do you want that light that includes all the colors? The biggest test that we were given in this world to remove the bread of shame and earn the light of the Creator is every day we're going to be tempted by little lights. Little lights that will just fill us for a moment. And by letting them go, we allow the bigger lights to come in. Oh, where's the bigger light? I don't see a bigger light. I've been restricting for days and months. I don't have a bigger light. Let me just take the energy in. Oh, the energy is so good. And then we feel depressed again, and we regret why we did it. Don't worry, the big energy is coming. The more restriction we do, the longer it takes, the bigger the miracle that's supposed to come. So what's the difference between restriction and suppression? Suppression is, my Kabbalah teacher told me not to take the energy, so I'm going to restrict. I don't want to, but I'm going to let go. That's suppression. That's not restriction. Restriction is, I'm letting go because I feel the light that I'm getting. I'm getting a bigger light. I don't see the light. I don't necessarily connect with the light yet, but I know with my mind that it's coming. Just by knowing and really believing in it. That's true restriction. You're not going to feel like you're suppressing. You're not going to feel like you're suppressing. You're going to feel like you're really growing. And again, this takes time. It's a muscle you develop. But once you develop it, you will be one of the most powerful human beings in this world. Nothing will be able to control you. Nothing will be able to affect you. I'm going to give you another situation of what's reactive behavior. You walk into a club. You walk into a party, and there's nobody that you know. And nobody really knows who you are or respects you, so you start to feel insecure. Your tikkun starts to come up. Remember, tikkun always awakens emptiness. That's how you know it's your tikkun. So the emptiness starts coming up, and now your reactive behavior starts to kick into play. What do most people do when they're insecure? Well, they go on the little BlackBerry, they start to pretend to call somebody. Or you run to the person in the room that you feel most comfortable with and secure, so you can feel good about yourself. Again, temporary energy. You missed the boat. The Kabbalists say you got to overcome that. You got to let go of the temporary energy to let the light in. The way planet Earth pushes the light back and then it reveals the light. So what should you do? Resist getting on your BlackBerry for a moment, put it back, and just sit there for a moment. Absorb the embarrassment. Everyone will think you're a loner. Everyone will think you're a nobody. Let them think that. I'd rather be a nobody that's connected to the light than a somebody that has a lot of chaos. Because I know a lot of somebodies who have chaos. I'd rather be a nobody that sees miracles all day long. You know why? Because eventually the nobody becomes a somebody. But if you're trying to be a somebody all the time, you'll become a nobody. That's for sure. Take and absorb the embarrassment, and then walk over to someone in the room that's maybe uncomfortable. Strike up a conversation. You'll see that you were meant to have that conversation. You'll see that the light is waiting behind that person. If you walk over to the comfortable person, there won't be any light there. There won't be any miracles, because you just took what was easy for you. You took the temporary energy. So we're learning that our soul is like a light bulb. In order for there to be true, lasting, and consistent light, I can't put my plus and minus together. I can't put my desire and my fulfillment together right away. I need to, for a moment, let go. Choose the difficult path, choose the path that's more sharing, get my ego out of the way, get my tikkun out of the way. If I have a fear of abandonment, then I should put myself out there. If I have a fear of talking to people, then I should go talk to people. But not just because I want to break a fear, because I want to let go of the temporary fulfillment of just being shy. I want the big, long-term fulfillment, and the only way I'm going to get that is through resistance. Take your hand right now. Do it with me. It might seem silly. Do it. And I know you think I can't see you, but do it anyways. Take your right hand and push it back. Push back the temporary energy. Somebody humiliates me, I'm not going to say anything. Somebody cut me off, I'm not going to say anything. Somebody is making a fool of me, I'm not going to try to make myself look good. I'm not going to say anything. Somebody's taking advantage of me in the business deal, I'm not going to go kill them right away or take revenge. I'm going to let go for a moment. I'm going to let the light in. And then when the light comes in, I'm going to have clarity. Maybe I need to go and approach that person. Maybe I need to go run after the business deal now. But I'm not going to do anything reactively. Take 3 seconds and just pause and let the light in. That's the most powerful tool that I'm going to give you right now. But you're going to learn many, many more tools that will help you connect with your light and transform your tikkun to become a person that is closer to miracles and wonders.